Ethan Carter slowly opened his eyes. The underground chamber was completely silent. The mysterious old version of himself had vanished, leaving only an old wooden staff lying on the cold stone floor.
Where am I? What is this place?
As Ethan picked up the wooden staff, strange blue symbols suddenly ignited across every wall. The entire chamber trembled as if something ancient had awakened beneath the forest. A deep voice echoed through the darkness. "The Keeper has been waiting for you, Ethan." Then, somewhere ahead, a massive stone door began to open by itself.
You should not have come here. Turn back before the darkness consumes you.
Ethan stepped through the ancient doorway and froze. Before him lay a forgotten underground city, untouched for centuries. Every building stood silent beneath an endless ceiling of darkness. In the center of the silent city stood a giant stone monument. Hundreds of names were carved into it, but one space remained completely blank. Without warning, the blank space began carving itself. Ethan watched in horror as glowing letters slowly appeared, spelling his own name.
No, it can't be!
A sudden whisper echoed through the empty streets. "You are not the first, and you will not be the last." Ethan spun around, but the city remained completely deserted.
Do you hear them?
Turn back.
It is watching. It is watching.
Too late.
Ahead of him stood an enormous ancient clock tower. Its giant clock had been frozen at exactly 3:33 分 for what seemed like centuries.
It is always 3:33.
The frozen clock suddenly struck one deafening bell. At that exact moment, every abandoned house around Ethan slowly opened its doors by themselves. One by one, silent figures stepped out of the abandoned houses. They all wore dark coats, and every one of them had Ethan's face. Every copy stopped at the exact same moment, then raised one trembling finger and pointed toward the tallest building in the city. As Ethan reached the towering building, the giant doors slowly opened by themselves. Inside, someone whispered, "We've been waiting for the real Ethan." Inside the cathedral stood a massive stone throne. On it rested a black crown, as if it had been waiting for Ethan for centuries. The moment Ethan touched the crown, thousands of terrifying memories flooded his mind. He saw every version of himself that had ever entered the Black Forest, and none of them escaped. A deep voice echoed through the cathedral. The Black Forest doesn't trap people. It creates replacements. Ethan slowly realized the terrifying truth about the evil double he had been chasing. The ancient black crown suddenly rose into the air by itself. A circle of ghostly blue flames surrounded Ethan, sealing every exit from the cathedral. One by one, the identical Ethans entered the cathedral. They stood silently around the circle, staring at him without blinking. The tallest figure stepped forward and removed his hood. Ethan gasped. It wasn't his double. It was an older version of himself wearing the black crown. The crowned Ethan slowly smiled. Every Ethan before you made the same mistake. They believed they could escape. The cathedral began to shake violently. The black crown lifted into the air, then slowly floated toward Ethan. Every identical Ethan whispered together, "Accept your destiny." Ethan closed his eyes as the crown hovered above his head. Just before the crown touched Ethan, a deafening gunshot echoed through the cathedral. The crown crashed onto the stone floor. Ethan turned toward the entrance and saw a mysterious woman aiming a smoking rifle. She whispered, "Run, Ethan, before they know I'm here." The screen faded to black. To be continued. Episode